So I will tell you how was my experience at a Real Madrid match, my first ever football match that I've gone in my freaking life was to the Real Madrid, to the Santiago Bernabéu, to see, the team I've always loved ever since I was a kid. I started liking football around 2014, which was when Real Madrid won La Décima, so their 10th Champions League. That's when I started falling in love with football. And then Keylor Navas went to Madrid, and I'm Costa Rican. So Keylor Navas went to Madrid in 2014 as well. And since then, since I was 10, my love for football has skyrocketed. And as well, my love for Real Madrid as well has skyrocketed ever since that date. And 10 days ago, today is the 31st of January 2024, so the 21st, so 10 days ago, I went to the Real Madrid match, to Real Madrid versus Almeria, and it was quite an experience. It was an experience to remember. It was an experience that I want to tell you, how it went, how it go, what did I do, how did I feel, how whatever. Of course, if you would be speaking with my 10-year-old self, telling him, "Hey, you're going to go to a Real Madrid match in the Santiago Bernabéu," he will describe it quite differently from the Daniel today, that of 19-year-old that got to see that. Probably a 10-year-old would be 10 times more happy or 10 times more excited, or he wouldn't even believe you went there. He would think that's too much, too out of him. That's impossible. Maybe in his biggest dreams he could go, but not in real life. Turns out it wasn't. Turns out it was possible. Turns out you actually went to the match. Yes, you, little Daniel, you went to the freaking match, to the Real Madrid match at Bernabéu. That was, I felt quite happy. The thing is, well, when you get there, the stadium outside, it has a special vibe. It's Real Madrid, the best football team in the world. It is not a normal football team. You can just sense it. You don't even have to get into the arena. You can just be outside and sense it. I bought this scarf. It's the logo of Madrid outside. It was around 10 euros. Probably a really good purchase. I'll remember this scarf for probably the rest of my life, until I have memory and probably die, but that's good. So I have a scarf. We bought the scarf, then we got into the stadium. When you get in, it's quite messy. I didn't like it. If there's one part I didn't like, was getting in, because there was too much people, like thousands among thousands of people. The stadium is divided into like 4 A, B, C, D, I think, and then I went in the B. And when you get in, I went quite high in a flow. It's lots of staircases, but people are there like sardines because there's not many space, and that's not really that cool. But when you get to see a bit of the pitch, and you get to see a bit of the pitch, it's amazing. You have the most legendary football pitch in the world in front of you, the most famous, the most important sport in the world, and the most famous and most important stadium in the world are in front of you, where the greatest football players have played in. And you get in, they announce the lineups, so that's cool. So that way I saw Rodrigo was playing. Rodrigo was my favorite player. He was awful that match. It was really hard. It was awful to see, but he was in the lineup. So when they say their names, like, whoa. And then they sing the hymn of Real Madrid. And the whole stadium is singing it. I was singing it, of course. Of course I was singing it. But it was just so loud. The hymn, like not even the match, just the people singing the hymn of the club. It was so loud, so good. It was just how it should be. That's how um, football matches should go. You know, you should have a great ambience. And the match was quite full as well. I think it was 80,000 people in the stadium at that time. So 80,000 people in a stadium, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. 80,000 heads. That's a lot. That's a lot. A lot of people. So then the match started. We started losing 2-0. Okay, Real Madrid is the number 1 La Liga. Almeria is the number 18th in the Liga. Almeria scored the first goal not even 1 minute after the start. So I was like, okay, we're not going to win 6-0. We're going to win 6-1. It's okay, no problem. But the team played without passion. It was awful. It was like hard to see. You didn't like it. You didn't like seeing that. It was like, oh, what is going on? You shouldn't play like this. You're Real Madrid. You should play good. You should play good. You should play with passion. That's how Real Madrid should play. And what happens? Almeria scores another goal, and the whole stadium, Real Madrid were losing 0-2 against Almeria. The whole stadium was booing like, boo to the players. And this is in Real Madrid's house. So it's like, you're booing to the players in their own house. That like stood, well, they were losing. They had reason to boo. Second part comes, and it's the dream. It's the dream. 1 goal Madrid, amazing. 2-1, well, 1-2, amazing. Then another goal Madrid, and we are 2-2. No. Then 1 goal Almeria, but they checked the VAR. It was no goal. If that was goal, the match was going to be lost. That was a really bad thing to do. Well, it's really good for Madrid that they canceled the goal, because if that would have been a goal, being down 3-1, second half, no good. But they canceled the goal, then goal by Madrid, so then we're 2-2, then goal by Bellingham, but they canceled the goal of Bellingham. So then we're 2-2, we're at 90-something minute, and the stadium is starting to shake. Well, not shake, but the ambience. You know, you feel the ambience. And what happens in the 99th minute? Which you wouldn't believe it. I predicted it after the first goal. Don't worry, we'll win it. And I said, don't worry, we'll win it in the 99th minute. Well, in the 99th minute, we scored a goal and we won 3-2. It was just like reading out of a fantasy novel that we'll win 3-2 after losing 0-2 the first half. And goal in the 99th minute. And I saw it. I was there. I was really tall. I was really high up in the stands, but I could look down at it and see the goal. And it just felt like a video game. It didn't feel real. It was like, am I in the stadium? Is this real? Am I really in Madrid? Am I really in the Bernabéu? The Historia del Santiago Bernabéu? Is this real? Is this false? What's going on? Turns out it was real. Turns out I was there. And turns out I saw an epic comeback with goal in the 99th minute of the team I've loved since I was 10. 9 years after. And a goal that took me 9 years to do, which was going to a Real Madrid match. Since I was 10, I wanted to do it. It's incredible. It's incredible sometimes, like what you want to do when you're a kid and then you grow up and you actually get to do it. And right now, yeah, for some people that may not be too much, like just going to a match, but for me it means a lot. And whatever it is people have, they may have things that for them they're really valuable, but for other people they're not. But for me, going to the match, it was really valuable and certainly an experience that I'll never forget. So yeah, that was kind of my experience going to the match as well. But I go out, too much freaking people going out in this escalier, and there's lots of people in front of you, and when you want to go out, and they're pushing, and it's not that's not nice. It's no good. But still, glad to have lived that. Glad to be able to accomplish the dream I had since I was 9. Thank you a lot for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed the story on how I went to my first Real Madrid match, or Real Madrid match. Who knows? Thank you a lot for watching the video, and hope you enjoyed it. Bye.